A happy Father's Day weekend to all you dads out there. And kids, if you're thinking you want to make breakfast for dad, I've got a super simple breakfast for you. And I'll tell you what, anybody watching, you are not going to buy salsa after you watch this. A good morning to you. We're making scrambled eggs with some ham. I've got the ham cut up into little pieces. It's been frying in my pan on a low heat for quite a while, so it's getting nice and crispy. I chose ham this morning because I love to have meat with my eggs, but sausage and bacon, so high in fat. So ham has a little more sodium, but it also has a lot less fat. So we're going to pour the scrambled eggs in. I have whipped the eggs up quite a bit with my fork so it gets a lot of air into them, so they're going to be nice and fluffy. And one of the basics when you are cooking eggs is you put your eggs in and you chill out for a little while. Everybody tries to stir, stir, stir. Don't over stir your food. So what we're going to do is make fluffy scrambled eggs. We're going to put them in the pan and let them cook for a little while before we start stirring them. But the big hit winner today is making homemade salsa. It is so simple and easy and tastes so delicious and fresh, and you can really monitor how much sodium you put in there and how much spice you put in. The ingredients that we need for salsa are a red onion. I like to use a red onion because it has a nice color and it's also a lot sweeter. A lime, cilantro, a jalapeno, and some Rotel. This one always cracks me up because my sister is always using Rotel and she's just like, Trace, do you have any Rotel? So we have the diced up tomatoes with green chilies in here. I'm going to pour about half of the can, maybe 3/4 of the can in there, and I have about a half a red onion that I have already chopped up into small pieces. So now I have the Rotel in there, and we're going to go with some cilantro. I love fresh cilantro. The smell is delicious. The taste is fresh and bright. And with cilantro, you can use the stems. A lot of different herbs, you cannot use the stems. So I'm just going to roughly chop it because I'm putting it in my mini food processor. But stems, leaves, a little bit of everything right in there. I'm going to start stirring this up a little bit, and then we're going to talk jalapeno because Daddy might want it spicy for Father's Day, right? So as I stir this up, just kind of a couple pulses in there to really combine all of the flavors. I'm going to take a look at the eggs. You see how they're starting to get cooked around a little bit? This is when you want to stir them. No early stirring here. So what you're going to do is just kind of take it and start stirring it a little bit. Take your pan, wiggle it around. Make sure you're getting the eggs that are not cooked over on the surface that's hot. Look at how fluffy they already are. See, when you're over stirring, you just don't want to do that. These are going to be done in about a minute because eggs only take about 2 to 3 minutes to actually cook. So we don't want to overcook them. What's going to happen is when I plate them up, they're going to continue cooking because they're nice and warm. I'm going to add a little bit of cheese on top just because I like it kind of creamy. Not too much though. You know, when you go out to brunch or something like that and you get the eggs and the omelet that have just so much cheese on it, it ruins the dish. So remember that when you are making your eggs. Just a little sprinkle of cheese is really all you need. These eggs are basically cooked. I've taken the heat off. I'm going to do one more stir just so some of the runny spots get cooked up. But that's it for your eggs. So don't overcook them, don't undercook them, cook them just right by not stirring too much when you start. Now, if you're looking for spicy salsa, we are going to add a jalapeno. I'm going stems and seeds and everything. This is where you get the spice from your jalapeno. So if you don't like spice, but you want the jalapeno flavor, just take out the membranes and the seeds. We are not doing that. The last thing that we need for our salsa is some lime. So we're just going to squeeze in some lime juice. So we have cilantro, we have tomatoes, lime juice, a little salt in there, and a jalapeno. And that is pretty much how you make a nice salsa. Seriously, are you ever going to buy it again? I hope not, because this is just the way to do it. We can add a little avocado to our, look at that. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it's healthy, it's low cal, and you can put it in a jar and save it for a little while if you want to. So here we go, a big fat plate of scrambled eggs with ham for Dad for Father's Day, and then we're just going to top it off with a little bit of salsa so we can get some spice on that. That is the easiest way to make a delicious and healthy flavorful breakfast for Father's Day or really just any day of the week. I'm Tracy Miller, the Colorful Cook. You can always log on to colorfulcooking.com if you want any more healthy recipes. And coming up in just a few minutes, after a super healthy breakfast, get outside and enjoy Adventure Ridge at Vail. We're going to give you all the details.